Hi guys, my name is Kat Fowler, and today I'm going to be giving you guys just some tips for back pain, like really simple, easy postures you can do anywhere at home, with a mat, without a mat, just to relieve your back just after a long day of sitting, or if you do have anything that's somewhat, chronic. So really simply, you're just going to lay on your back. I'll show you 3 poses. And once you lay on your back there, bring your arms out to a T. And then you can bring your knees right over your hips. And just simply, we're gonna take an easy spinal twist. So you're gonna let your knees fall over to your left. They're gonna be right in line with your hips, so try not to let them slide any lower. And then you can use your left hand to press your thighs down. And then just look over to your right. So this is nice and simple. You don't have to worry too much about your knees touching down to the floor together or not, or your shoulder touching down. That'll happen with time, but just to start, you should feel this really nice deep stretch down the whole spine there, especially on the right side. And then you're gonna come back to center and then just switch. So let your knees fall over to your right now. And then you can look over to your left. And same thing, it's okay if the knees are hovering or they're not touching. You just let your hand and the pressure of your hand pressing down on the thighs help. Just make sure that your knees are right in line with your hips, not lower. And then you'll just breathe into that. And if this feels really good and you've had a long day or you're sitting at a desk, feel free to stay as long as you'd like on both sides. And then when you're ready, you're gonna come back up. So back pain can also stem from having really tight hips. So a good way to easily relieve that, no matter if you have good knees or bad knees, or if you're flexible or not, is just taking this kind of figure 4 pose. So you're gonna cross your right ankle right above your knee, and then you're gonna loop your hands through your thighs. And from there, just start to pull that left knee in. You're gonna keep your right foot flexed, really tug the knee to your chest. And if you're tight, you should feel that all the way there on the whole right underside of your hip. And you could just breathe here for a few breaths. And if you find that you're straining with the head and neck, you might just want to tuck your chin and even place a pillow or something light underneath your head. And then simply you're just going to release the leg and switch. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, flex your foot back, and then I'm going to loop my hands through that little like figure 4 shape and draw the thigh in towards my chest. Doesn't have to be all the way in, just as much as you can. You'll immediately feel that nice deep stretch down the underside of your left hip. And you'll notice when you start to hold these postures that you might actually feel a little bit of relief in your spine. You could stay here again, I'd say about 5 breaths, or if this is feeling really good, a minute. And then lastly, when you're done, just hug your knees in. Final pose here, it's not very flattering, but it's really healthy for your spine. It's called Happy Baby. So you're gonna turn your knees out, catch a hold of your outer feet, and then just hug your knees down. So it's almost like you're trying to pull your knees down next to your rib cage, and what this does is it releases your entire lower back, especially if you have a lot of tension in your lower back or sciatic pain in your spine. Really good pose to kind of stretch all the vertebra of the lumbar spine. So you're just gonna tug your knees down, flex your feet, pull your heels down towards the ground. Just stay there for a breath. Really simple. It's called Happy Baby. You'll notice you'll see a lot of little kids doing it. And then when you're ready, you can hug your knees in and then just come on up to sit. So you could take those 3 poses. That's gonna be a really simple way to help relieve some of your back pain. And if you have any other questions or any other comments on the video, just feel free to tweet me or Qinetic at Qinetic or at Kat Fowler Yoga. And I'll be putting out some more tips soon. Thanks.